All right, well, good evening, everyone. My name is James Williams. I'm Brooke's husband, and I would like to welcome everyone to the official campaign kickoff for Brooke Rochelle Williams, run for District Magistrate of 05208, Judge. We have a nice committee. A lot of our committee members had to leave, but they stopped by. But I'd like to read off the list to give them thanks. The Honorable Judge Kevin E. Cooper Sr., the Honorable State Senator, Jake Costa, the Honorable Allegheny County Executive Rich Fitzgerald, Honorable Mayor Ed Gainey. Mayor Gainey sends his regrets. He would have been here, but he has the flu. His wife, the First Lady of Pittsburgh, Michelle Gainey, is here. Council Member Bobby Palmasina, Phil DeLaCente Esquire, William Bill Cott Esquire is here with us, David Schwager Esquire, Jonathan Kamen Esquire, Jasmine Smalls Menifee, and myself. So I'd just like to thank everyone. You know, when someone runs for public office, it takes a lot. It takes, family, friends, pray about it, and it's just wonderful to see everyone here, and it means a lot to everyone. And I'd like to thank our committee people as well for lending their political insight, the resources, and their time. So thank you for everyone. Right now, I'd like to ask the Honorable Judge Kevin Cooper Sr. to make a few remarks. Thank you.
We're going to kind of open with a word of prayer. Every head bowed, every eye closed. Gracious God, we thank you today for allowing us to assemble here on this evening. We thank you for those who endured the brutal cold to get here and to support Brooke. We ask that you would bless her and keep her and her family throughout this journey. In the precious name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Amen. Listen, I have the great opportunity and pleasure of introducing Brooke Rochelle Williams. Brooke, we have been knowing each other for over 6 years now, and she has established herself as a woman of success. Right. Not only did she go to the Magisterial District Justice School and complete that school when, on her first time in, she went up there on her own without her family. That is a lot of stress. She's a borough person up here in Edgewood, Churchill. So we're just excited about having her put her foot in the race. We know that she's going to do a good job. Jimmy is there to back her up. But one thing we know about politics is that you can have all the support you need in the world, but you got to get out there and grind. Because we can come along and we can give you some money and we can come in and knock on a few doors, but you're the one that's got to knock on them doors. You're the ones that's got to get to those businesses, and we will be there for you. But while you're doing it, we will be praying for you. We will be holding you up. And I've never seen a young lady that is more qualified for this position than she is. Sometimes it kind of really amazes me of how sometimes we have to be head and shoulders over the mainstream community in order to become an elected official. But men and women tonight, we have a young lady that's head and shoulders above the group. I can't wait to see her getting out there and hitting them doors and going to those businesses and shaking hands. Because I think when we come into a debate, head to head, toe to toe, Brooke is the one. I give you Brooke Rochelle.
Thank you for watching this video of Pittsburgh Events. To watch this video again or any other video from Pittsburgh Events, you can go to the YouTube channel. It's 18 Rico. It's youtube.com/18RICCO. Again, thank you for watching, and you can check out this video and any other video from Pittsburgh Events and many other videos that didn't make it on TV.
takes a lot to first, when you say to yourself that this is something that you want to do, that's one thing. But then when you admit it to the world, that's a whole other thing. And it feels good to look to the front of me, to the side of me, and behind me, and see so many people here that support this little old woman who's trying to do big things for the community.
That's good.
You know, I've lived in Pittsburgh all of my life. I started in the community of Homewood. I went to Westinghouse High School and then matriculated on to Point Park University and got a degree in clinical psychology. My motivation behind that is because I love people. And I wanted to understand what are some of the things that drive people to do the things that they do. And I feel like me having the background in clinical psychology and having that desire to understand people and understanding what are their motivations will help me in this role as district judge. Because it's not about just the law and enforcing the law. It's also about reaching out to people in their most vulnerable time and being someone who sees that this moment doesn't define who you are in totality. This is a moment in your life that you may have made an error or made a mistake, but you can get over this. The journey is still long for you. Giving them hope, giving them the ability to understand that we can overcome this. Now, you may have to take some accountability for the error of your ways. I'm going to have to obviously enforce the law, but I'm also someone who has compassion. And so if you are struggling with a mental illness, or struggling with homelessness, or struggling with substance abuse, then it is my job, I feel, as a district judge, to connect you with the resources so that you can be a revitalized citizen. Okay? You're more than just a fine. You're more than just prison time. You have value. And I think there are people along the road that, because of their upbringing, because of their circumstance, they get clouded. And they don't see beyond what they're experiencing right now. And so it is my hope as district judge to provide that window that I did it, and so can you. The reason why I'm running for Magisterial District Court is because our communities deserve good judges. Judges who have compassion for the law and compassion for people. Judges who understand that in this moment in time, this is a very significant time in your life when you are before the bench. And so as your judge, I will listen to understand. I will make a decision that is based and steeped in justice, equal access, and fairness. We have to get back to a place where we are all on the same playing field. That equality actually exists, and it's not just a word, but we're connecting the action to that equality. Magisterial District Court 05208 serves 5 municipalities. That is Churchill, Braddock Hills, Chalfont, Forest Hills, and Swissvale. These boroughs, these neighborhoods, have varying demographics, okay? And so the magisterial district judge, myself, needs to be someone who can interface, engage, and understand people from all walks of life. And I feel that my upbringing, being someone who has been in the city of Pittsburgh, I've been in different communities, I understand that people have different experiences, and I'm able to engage with everyone, from the saint to the sinner, and treat them fairly. And so when I talk about leadership, and I talk about, responsibility, there's 2 stories that I try to embody. One is the faith and conviction, humility and strength of David, to understand that sometimes you're more than what you appear to be. I also try to embody the servant, leadership, and grace of Esther, to understand that where you start is not always where you're going to end. And so being someone who does not judge you by your background, I don't judge you by where you've been raised, I don't judge you by your income level or your education level. I try to meet you where you are. And a part of my motivation for running for district judge is to make sure that people understand the legal process. That you have somebody who is patient. You have somebody who is not going to because you are African American, or because you are white, because you're a man, because you're a woman, because you don't have a certain level of income, treat you any differently. We all deserve respect. We all deserve equality. We all deserve fairness. And so that is what I'm going to bring as a district judge. The even playing field, welcoming all. So when we talk about removing barriers, right? Okay. One of the things that I want to do to remove barriers is to ensure that there are different hours for the Magisterial District Court. To bring in once a month or twice a month, evening hours. So individuals who are working families or working individuals or students have the ability to come into the court. They have the ability to have their due process, and it does not require them to make a sacrifice to determine whether or not they're going to eat that day, or if they're going to call off of work or jeopardize their livelihood. So that's one of the things that I want to do. The other commitment that I am working to implement is that I'm going to engage members of the judicial system to start a community outreach program, to educate people in the community about our court system. People don't understand that Magisterial District Court is under the minor court language. But I say that there's nothing minor that happens at this court level. People's lives are impacted and affected by the decisions that happen on the minor court level. So educating them about the process, educating them about their rights. What I want to ensure is that each of you understand that my declaring my candidacy for Magisterial District Court is not because of who's not in the race, right? The seat has been vacated by the incumbent, but that didn't impact my decision to run. I was going to run against him because I feel that it's important to have someone that the community can trust. It's important to have someone who understands ingrainedly the importance of fairness. And so I'm excited today to announce my candidacy. I'm ready to hit the ground running. I'm ensuring that every door in each of those communities will be knocked on, that every business will know my name. Every business will understand my platform, because this is serious. This is not anything that I take lightly, because we're talking about the community and we're talking about lives. When I moved to Churchill, when my family moved to Churchill, we made it a point to make it clear that we're making an investment in the lives here. And so I thank you tonight for coming. I'm excited about kicking off this campaign. I'm excited to look around and see so many familiar faces and new faces. And I really appreciate all of you. So thank you so much for coming.
Everybody can stay, have some drinks, mingle, introduce yourself to each other, and just have a good time.
So what I would like to say before you leave is don't let your support stop tonight. I'm going to need people to help me knock doors. I'm going to need people to make phone calls. I'm going to need people to just talk to. And so I hope that I can call on each of you to continue that support. So thank you so much.
Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so I can bring you more videos on subjects like this and many other topics. Please leave any comments in the comment section. Any questions or comments, I'll get back to them as soon as I possibly can. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.